Okay, TM Nation, this is the Airpulse AU4 speaker that I've had for just a few weeks, and although there are a lot of things that I like about it, there are also some things about it that confuse me in terms of why they made the design decisions that they did. Now, Airpulse is connected to Edifier, a company I've done several product videos on, and I do own several of their speakers, earbuds, and headphones to this day without any issues. So when I saw that they were pretty much a subsidiary of Edifier, I said, let me give Airpulse a shot and see if it's a hidden gem. I do have sound quality samples with the speaker just a little bit later, and I think that they will surprise you with just how loud it gets for the size and just how bass heavy the speaker really is. But first, getting the unboxing out of the way. Inside, the speaker comes wrapped in a cloth bag along with your user manual and power cord. This leads me to one of the first things that surprised me about this speaker, and that's the fact that it is not rechargeable, which is something that you typically don't see with speakers at this size. I will get into this a little bit more later on in this video and why it's both a gift and a curse depending on what you're looking for. Design wise, it does look nice in my opinion. As you can see, I got this bluish greenish color, but it's also available in white if that's more your style. It isn't the lightest speaker that I've tried, coming in at just under 6 pounds, but it does feel sturdy in the hands, like it'll withstand some wear and tear. And I also like the fact that you have your EQ controls on the top, allowing you to adjust them on the fly. In addition to those, you have your aux in and line in too. That does add versatility to this speaker, making it something that you can easily take with you on the go to amplify an acoustic guitar, for example. For another thing that had me scratching my head with this speaker, why do we only have the ability to pause and play from it? No, you can't control your tracks or anything of that nature. And not only that, you have to pause and play using the switch. I do understand that they were going for a certain theme and look with the controls, but it would have been much more feasible to just go ahead and put a multi-function button somewhere, because not being able to track forward or track back because the switch that they used is only bi-directional is an oversight in my opinion, and takes away some of the most basic functions you typically get in a Bluetooth speaker. It's also using Bluetooth 5.1, which is not the latest or greatest, but I haven't experienced any noticeable latency using the speaker to watch YouTube videos or Amazon Prime movies on my iOS or Android devices. But I do want to mention that it doesn't feature a low latency mode or anything of that nature, so it would not be a good choice if you're a hardcore mobile gamer that needs a near instant response because you're playing fast-paced shooters or things of that nature. One plus that you do get with this speaker in this area though is that it is compatible with the aptX HD codec for those of you all using a compatible device who want that higher definition sound. Now, one thing that I do want to mention for you guys with this speaker is that unfortunately it does not have a built-in microphone, so you don't have the ability to take or make voice calls directly from it if that's a feature that you're looking for. For the sound quality, guys, this speaker does not have a companion app, but again, remember you do have the EQ settings on the top of it that allow you to adjust the sound that it provides on the go. Out of the box, it was set to provide a flat sound signature, and you know we're not sticking to that, TM Nation, so I went ahead and pushed the bass up about 3/4 of the way and the treble almost to max for the sound signature that I was looking for. With the EQ set this way, the speaker gave me a warm sound that wasn't quite as bright as I was expecting, but with mids that are forward and easily audible, and impressive bass too. I did eventually dial the bass down a little more because during testing, the more I pushed it up, the worse the sound got overall. If you're a bass head who prioritizes the low end over everything else, this speaker can definitely thump with the best that I've tried at its size, but just be aware, like I said, cranking it up is going to have a negative impact on the sound quality overall. But as always, I did take samples just so that you guys can judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. All in all, fam, like I said earlier, there are things about this speaker that I do like, but I have to talk about the price for just a moment. This thing retails for $279, and at that price, for me, it's a hard sell. I don't play the guitar or anything of that nature, so when it comes to speakers, it's usually about convenience for me, and being that this is not a wireless speaker, it doesn't have a built-in mic for voice calls, and the fact that it does not have track controls would make it a pass for me. However, I can see it being valuable to someone who does use an acoustic guitar or other instruments, and they want something that is small and loud that they can also use as an amplifier on the go. Otherwise, for the average user like myself, there are probably much more logical options out there like the JBL Encore Essential that is about $25 more expensive, but is wireless, is compatible with the JBL Companion app, has great sound, and gives you your essential playback controls on the top.